If you want to suggest a poll question,
right,
go to the website and hit me with it.
And it can be timely or evergreen. Is that what we're saying? In other words, I'm sure some are on the news of the day, and then maybe some are bigger.
And some of them are just too highbrow.
Oh.
Okay. Jeff in Portland, Maine. Should people be taxed on loans starting at $400,000 when they use passive income as collateral?
Oh, geez. Oh, boy.
What?
What?
No, Jeff. Jeff, no. Wow. I don't understand that, Jeff. That can't be the poll question.
No. We got
If I can't understand it, then it can't be the poll question.
Basic.
Okay. Suzanne in Morris County, New Jersey.
What does Suzanne think?
If you can't pull the lever for either the R candidate or the D candidate, would you consider not voting for that position? I'm not digging that either.
I understand what she's saying, though, because, by the way, that's something that you...
Would you move on?
Right, that you don't...
Yeah. I mean, I would do it differently, Suzanne. But
I like the thought of it.
Yeah, I mean, it's somewhere along the lines of, do you vote in an election where you really don't like either candidate, or do you just move on?
Right. Are you voting for the better, not your choice?
Scott in Old Saybrook, Connecticut.
Okay,
I like this.
Okay, here we go.
Would you rather live in a woke country or a MAGA country?
Wow. Country? Do we want country or do we want area?
Put that on the default list.
Okay, woke versus MAGA.
Marty in Alpharetta, Georgia. By the way, I also love the geographic diversity.
And the town names.
Yeah, but I love they're from all over the country, and we've not cherry-picked.
No.
This is the way they came in.
Right.
Do you think that the stigma around help seeking for mental health challenges has changed in the last 5 years? Marty,
yes.
I love your question. Yes, but not enough.
Agree.
Yes, but not enough.
Wholly agree. But a great question.
Great question. Charles in Decatur, Georgia.
Okay.
Do you think that the American people are willing to pay more in federal taxes to have a social net and healthcare system that mimics the one in Europe?
No.
No. Chris in West Bend, Wisconsin. Should a state candidate for federal office be disqualified for living in another state half the year? Chris, obviously there's somebody in Wisconsin who must be trying to do that.
Someone trying to Oz you over there?
I believe that, you ought to live in the state that you want to represent.
And before you start running.
Yeah,
just like
exactly.
Small details.
Gary in Newcastle, NSW, Australia.
Ooh, hello.
Should the U.S. and other Western nations boycott the G20 summit in Indonesia in November 2022 if Putin attends?
Wow.
Wonderful
Another
question.
good question.
And not just
good
limited
discussion.
And not just limited to the G20 in Indonesia. I mean, for any gathering of heads of state.
Well, wait a minute. Why is Putin allowed to go? Why doesn't everybody tell Putin not to go so Biden can go?
It's a great point, TC. Good you. Wow.
I mean, I'm practically Secretary of State right here.
Dave in Lidditz, Pennsylvania.
We know where that is.
Lidditz, it's near Intercourse, Pennsylvania.
Blue balls.
Which is next. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Should the U.S. and NATO establish and protect safe zones in vulnerable Ukrainian cities? Joyce, Amelia Courthouse, Virginia. Should we do away with the Electoral College before the next presidential election? Great question.
That's a great question.
That's a good evergreenish. Anytime you think of a poll question, then just know there's this feature to submit it right on the poll page at Smerconish.com.